everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we are making this adorable little octopus today. The supplies you need today, we are going to be using quite a few different supplies. We are using Red Heart Boutique Treasure yarn, but this is a size 4 medium yarn. Here it is, size 4 medium, so you can use any worsted weight yarn, any like a 10-ply yarn, and the specific color I'm using today is called Mosaic, and this is I just used less than 1 skein. This is the leftovers I have from this octopus, so you just need 1 skein, or less than, I'll tell you how many yards this skein is. Let's see where it is here. Less than 151 yards. So this is 100 grams, 3.5 ounces. So just a little less than that. So for this project. And then we need 2 buttons for the eyes, or you can decide to crochet your eyes or use safety eyes for your eyes. And then behind the eyes, behind the buttons, I used a little bit of felt, so I just have a piece of felt here that I just cut out 2 little circles for behind the buttons for the eyes, just for a little dimension and a little bit of detail. You're going to need some polyfill stuffing, because we are going to be stuffing the body and the legs for this octopus. And we need 8 pipe cleaners as well. I have 4 here, but you'll need 8 pipe cleaners in total, because an octopus has 8 tentacles or arms. So make sure you have 8 pipe cleaners so that we can twist and turn our arms like this later on. Also, the hook size we are going to use today is a 5mm crochet hook. You can use a G size hook, or even go down smaller if you'd like, but we are using a 5mm crochet hook in this demonstration today. And you'll need a scissors and a yarn needle for cutting our yarn, sewing in our ends, sewing our pieces together. So those will all come in handy. So these are all the supplies that you need. Before we get started, I do want to mention, check out all the links in the description of this video. I will have a link to the blog where you can get the written pattern for this project, along with the link to my Facebook page. Make sure to join me on Facebook, like my page, and also if you make this octopus, share your photo on the Facebook. I'd love to see your work and what colors you choose for this silly animal here. Also, check out the link to my Instagram, and if you post a photo on Instagram, be sure to hashtag YARNutopia. Follow me on Instagram and like my photos. Also, you can follow me on Snapchat. I'll put my username in the description of this video so you can see behind the scenes footage of what I do on my free time here at YARNutopia headquarters. Also, subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. That would be greatly appreciated. Just click that red subscribe button. And also, if you could, go to our crochet channel here on YouTube. Just go to my channel here on YouTube and click on the right hand side. There's a button that says support. Make sure to support us so we can keep bringing you fantastic crochet tutorials. I want to thank my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time out to make these videos with us. He is our videographer, editor, and photographer for all of our videos and projects, so thank you so much. But without further ado, let's get started in making this adorable octopus amigurumi. To start off, we have to make a slip knot, so put your short end over the long end, then fold that down, and then pull that long end through and pull tight. Insert your hook, and we're ready to go. So to start off, we are going to chain 2, so yarn over and pull through 1 and 2, and then in the second chain from the hook we are going to put 6 single crochet. So the loop that's on your hook never counts as anything, so count 1 and 2, and insert your hook into that chain, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. That's a single crochet. So that was 1. Go back into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That's 2. Go back in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 3. This is 4, 5, and 6. Okay. And now I am going to grab a different color yarn because I'm going to use that as my stitch marker in this project. If you have a legit stitch marker, you can just put it right here and go on to round 2 with me. So round 2, for this whole project, we're working in the back loops only. So if you can see here, let me grab my needle so I can show you. We usually go through both loops like this in the stitches. Okay, but this is the back loop and this is the front loop right here. So back loop, front loop. We're just going to work through the back loops only in this whole project. So for round 2, we are going to put 2 single crochet into each stitch around. So insert your hook right in this first stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and then go back into that same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Hop to the next stitch, back loop only, and put 2 single crochets in there. 1 and 2. Hop to the next, back loop only, 2 single crochet. 1, 2. Okay, so we're doing that all the way around. You should have 12 single crochet at the end of this round. And I'm coming up on my last stitch here. 1 and 2. So if you need to count back, do so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And now I can move my stitch marker up and go on to round 3. So for round 3, we want to put 2 single crochet in the first stitch and 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and then repeat that around. So insert your hook in the back loop only of this next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, go back into that same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, hop to the next stitch, and only put 1 single crochet in the back loop only of that stitch. Then hop to the next and put 2 single crochet in that same stitch, 1 and 2, and then only put 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Okay, then hop to the next and put 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, and then just 1 single crochet in the next, 2 in the next, and 1 in the next, 2 in the next, and 1 single crochet in the next, 2 in the next, and 1 in the next. Okay, and we're back around. I should count back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You should have 18 single crochets at the end of round 3. So going on to round 4, I'm going to move my stitch marker up, and we are going to increase again. We are going to put 2 single crochet in the first stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So 1 and 1. Okay, so 2 in the first, 1 in the next, and 1 in the next. And then repeat that. So put 2 in the next, and then 1 single crochet in the next, and 1 single crochet in the one after that. Okay, and repeat. So 2 single crochet in the next stitch. Remember, back loops only. 2, and then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. Okay, then repeat, 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So at the end of this round we'll have 24 single crochet, and I'm almost there. One more repeat here. 2 in this stitch, and then 1 in the next 2 stitches. So if you need to count back to 24. You should have 24 stitches around. Move your stitch marker up, and we'll go on to round 5. For round 5, we are going to put 2 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 and 2, and then 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches this time. So 1, 2, and 3. And then just repeat that. So put 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. Okay, again, 2 single crochet in the next, and 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. So at the end of this round you'll have 30 single crochets, so do that, and then I'll meet you up when we go on to round 6 together. Alright, I just finished round 5. I have 30, oh no, I'm just finishing it up. I'm sorry. I'm finishing round 5 here. I have 30 single crochet. There we go. I should probably count back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So now, going on to round 6, we want to put our stitch marker up and put 2 single crochet in this first stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches this time. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then repeat. So put 2 single crochet in the next, and then 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So you're kind of seeing the pattern now. So just increase this round, putting 2 single crochet in the next, and then 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. You should have 36 single crochet at the end of this round. So I'll meet you up and we'll go on to round 7 together. Alright, I just finished round 6 here, so I have 36 single crochet around, and I think that this is big enough. So now we are done increasing. So I'm going to move my stitch marker up, and now for rounds 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, okay, so for the next, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds. For the next 6 rounds, I am just going to put 1 single crochet into each stitch around and move my stitch marker up, and do that for until round 11. So round 7 to 11, I'm just going to put 1 single crochet into each stitch around, and when I finish round 11, I will meet you up and we will do a little decrease. Alright, so I just finished round 11 here, so I just did these rounds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds of just 1 single crochet around, so basically it just looks like a little bowl right now. So rounds 7 through 11. Now going on to round 12, we are going to do a decrease, so we are going to do a single crochet decrease over these first 2 stitches here. So insert your hook in the back loop only. Or actually, I'm going to move up my stitch marker first so I know where the beginning of my round is. So insert your hook in this first stitch, back loop only, yarn over, pull through, go directly into the next stitch, and then yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. So we just made those 2 stitches into 1 by decreasing. Now we're just going to put 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So just do a regular single crochet in the back loops only of the next 4 stitches. Just like that. And then we're just going to repeat that. So put a single crochet decrease, so insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, go into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook, and then 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And again, single crochet decrease, and then 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So just repeat that around. You should have 30 single crochet at the end of this round, so I'll meet you up and we'll go on to round 13 together. Alright, I'm just finishing up round 12 here. Now I'm going to move up my stitch marker, and going on to round 13 we are going to do another decrease. So we are going to do a single crochet decrease over these first 2 stitches, just like this. And then we're going to put 1 single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches now. So just a regular single crochet in the next 3 stitches. And just repeat that around. So single crochet decrease, and then 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. Then a single crochet decrease, and then 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. At the end of this round you'll have 24 single crochet. So I'll meet you up and we'll go on to round 14 together. Alright, going on to round 14, I'm just moving up my stitch marker, and we are going to decrease again. We are going to put a single crochet decrease over these first 2 stitches, and then we are going to put 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So 1 and 2. Okay, and then just repeat that around. So single crochet, decrease over these next 2 stitches, and then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. Okay, again, single crochet, decrease, and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. At the end of this round you'll have 18 single crochet, and then we'll start stuffing, and we'll go on to round 15 together. Alright, just came back around, so now I have 18 stitches around, but this is kind of getting closed a little too much, so I'm going to pull this out and grab my stuffing, and I'm going to start stuffing at this point. So we want to just stuff like this, just a little bit. Okay. Just making sure that it is a comfortable stuffing. You don't want to overstuff so that you can see your stuffing through your stitches, and you don't want to understuff so that there are weird folds and pockets and weird shapes coming about. So just enough to make it nice and round looking. Alright, now we want to do another decrease. So we are going to move our stitch marker up, and we are going to do a single crochet decrease over these first 2 stitches. Okay, and then we're just going to put 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and then do another decrease, single crochet over the next 2 stitches, and then a single crochet in the next stitch. So every other stitch is going to be a decrease. So do that around. We're going to have 12 single crochet at the end of this round, and then I'll meet you up and we are going to start increasing again and going on to round 16. Alright, I just finished round 15, so this is what it looks like, and we should have 12 single crochet around. So now going on to round 16, we are going to increase now. So move up your stitch marker, and we are going to put 2 single crochet in the next stitch. So 1 and 2 in the back loop only, the next stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next 1 stitch, just the next stitch. There we go. So 2 in the first and 1 in the next. Then repeat that, so 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next stitch. And repeat that around. You should have 18 single crochet at the end of this round, and then I'll meet you up and we'll go on to round 17 together. Alright, so I just finished round 16 here. We're just going to move our stitch marker up, and now for round 17 we're just going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch around. Okay, so there's no increasing on this round. We're just putting 1 single crochet in each stitch around, in the back loops only, and you should have 18 single crochet at the end of this round. So I will just meet you up and we'll go on to round 18 together. Alright, so I just finished round 17. So now we are going to do an increase round for round 18. We are going to move our stitch marker up, and we are going to put 1 single crochet in, or I'm sorry, 2 single crochet in the first stitch. So 1 and 2. Okay, 2 single crochet in the first stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So 1 and 2. Okay, so basically repeating round 4 here. We're going to do 2 single crochet in the next stitch, 1 and 2, and then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and repeat that around, and you should have 24 single crochet at the end of this round. So I'll meet you up and we'll go on to round 19 together. Alright, just finished round 18, so I have 24 single crochet around. I'm going to move my stitch marker up, and now for round 19 we are not increasing. We are going to just repeat round 17 here, where we're just going to put 1 single crochet into each stitch around, and again you'll have 24 single crochet on this round. So I'll just meet you up and we'll go on to round 20 together for another increase. Alright, just finished round 19. Now going on to round 20, I'm moving my stitch marker up and we are going to increase to 30. So we're going to put 2 single crochet in this first stitch and then 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. So basically repeating round 5 of this project, put 2 single crochet in the next stitch and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. And just repeat that around for 30 single crochet around, and then once we finish that, we'll go on to round 21, which after round 21 we're finished with this part of the project. Alright, for round 21 we are going to actually slip stitch in each stitch around, no more single crocheting, and we're just going to put 1 slip stitch in each stitch. And you want them to be kind of loose, so I moved up my stitch marker. You want to go in this first stitch, yarn over, pull through, but don't pull too tight. And then go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. Okay, and you kind of want to pull this loop up just a little bit, and then go into the next, yarn over, pull through, Next stitch, yarn over, pull through, just like this, all the way around. Very loose fitting slip stitches in each stitch, so you'll have 30 slip stitches around for round 21, and then we're going to fasten off and work on our arms. Alright, when you get to this last stitch here, you want to just slip stitch right in there under both loops. Okay, so we're not just going through the back loop only. This would be the back loop only. We're going to go through both loops and then yarn over, pull through, and at this point you can pull tight, and then to fasten off just chain up 1 and cut your yarn and then pull that through and pull tight. Grab your yarn needle, yarn your needle, and then we're going to sew that in toward the center underneath the stitches, just like so. Okay, and you can even go all the way into the center and kind of just shove that into the middle, because that will be closing later and that'll be hidden. So now you can remove your stitch marker, and there you have your octopus body. So now we are going to just take a little second, grab our arms supplies. You need the pipe cleaners and some stuffing, and I will show you how to make 8 of your arms. Alright, so now to start the legs, you want to have 8 of these pipe cleaners, and what we're going to do is we are going to fold it in half, okay, to kind of mark where our center point is, and then unfold it. So now our center point is marked right here, and then we're going to take this part and fold this end in like that, okay, and then we'll take the other side and fold that in as well to the center. Okay, then you want to give these two a little bit of a twist to kind of secure them so that they don't move. Okay, just give it a few twists like that. And then do that for all 8 of your pipe cleaners. So we have that. So this is the length of each leg or each arm that's going to be this length. Then, once you have 8 of those done, you can set that aside and get your yarn and your hook, and we can make the leg. Or, I keep saying leg, they're arms. They're tentacles, whatever. Okay, so put your short end over the long end, fold that down and pull that through, pull tight, insert your hook, and we're ready to go. So for the arms, we are going to chain 2, so yarn over, pull through, 1 and 2, okay, and then in the second chain from the hook we are going to put 4 single crochet. So the loop that's on your hook never counts as anything, so count 1 and 2, and insert your hook into that second chain, and then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. That's a single crochet, so we're going to put 3 more in there. So insert your hook back into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 2, 3, and 4. At this point you can put your stitch marker. I'm just going to put my other piece of yarn in there, kind of mark where our beginning is. And we are going to put 2 single crochet into each stitch around for a total of 8 single crochet. So count back 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're working in the back loops only again, so insert your hook right in this first stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and again insert your hook back into that same stitch, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, that's 2, so then hop to the next stitch and put 2 single crochet in there. Okay, hop to the next stitch and put 2 single crochet in there. And then hop to the last stitch and put 2 single crochet in there. Okay, so now you should have 8 single crochet all the way around. I'm going to move my stitch marker up. And now we are just going to single crochet around for rounds 3 through 20. So just insert your hook in the next stitch, back loops only, and just put 1 single crochet in each stitch around. Just like that. For rounds 3 through 20. If you want your legs to be longer, you can go, as many rounds as you want, but 20 rounds seemed to be good enough for my tentacles here. And at this point, if you do, 1 or 2 rounds here, I'm going to do another round here, I'll show you as we go. Since it is such a narrow opening, we want to stuff this piece as we go. So I'll show you how to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Okay, so if you get, every inch or 2, if you get a certain amount of space here, you want to just shove that in there, your end there. Okay, so this is what it should look like. I'm going to pull this out real quick and show you. You can use just a tiny bit of stuffing, such a tiny amount, and just put it at the bottom there. Okay, and then take your pipe cleaner and put it right in the center. Okay, and then just put some more stuffing around your pipe cleaner. Okay, just like that. And then just continue working by single crocheting around and stuffing as you go around the pipe cleaner. So I'll show you. I'm just going to single crochet around for a few rounds. Just continue watching and then I'll show you what I mean. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm just going to do another round here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's about another inch. So I'm just going to pull that out and then take just a tiny bit of stuffing, stuff it on this side. Could use a little bit more. Okay, and then move this forward here and put some stuffing on the other side, just so that this stays in the center. And just continue stuffing as you go, just like that. Then insert your hook back into the loop and make your more rounds. So I would suggest doing, 5 or 6 rounds and then stuffing, and just continue stuffing around your pipe cleaner. And once you finish round 20, I'll meet you up and we'll fasten off together. Okay, once you finish round 20, you want to fasten off, so just go into the next stitch. You can go under both loops at this point, yarn over, pull through, and through for a slip stitch. And then to fasten off, I like to just chain one and cut my yarn, and we're going to cut our yarn kind of long because we will use that for sewing. And just continue pulling that through and pull tight. Make sure to stuff any more that you need to in this piece, and make sure that your pipe cleaner is in there securely. And then we're going to stretch this up. We're going to take our yarn needle. We are going to yarn this needle with this straggler that we just cut, and we're going to go back and forth in these stitches to close up this end so that the pipe cleaner is hidden inside, and all the stuffing is too. Just like that. Okay, 4 stitches, and you can pull tight if you'd like, and then hold that just like that, and you can remove your stitch marker there. You can kind of shape this a little bit, and now we have to make a total of 8 of these, so make 7 more of these, which I have done off camera. So I have all 8 of my tentacles here. So this is what it looks like, okay? And get your body here that we have stuffed in here, and we have right here, okay? And what we are going to do, this is the back, so I'm going to look at it like this, the front, and we are going to position all of these all around on the inside like this, okay? And they are going to be overlapping a little bit because there's not enough space around here, and we're just going to sew these in. So take one and your yarn needle. Once you have all 8 of these done, you know, you can pause this and come back to this video for this part, but I have all 8 of mine done here. So I'm going to take one, go to the inside about a ½ inch in, just like that, and we are just going to go back and forth just like this. It'll take about 4 stitches, and you can go back and forth or however you feel, like that. Okay, and then to fasten off, we are just going to go underneath some of the stitches, just like this, hold up a loop, like that, and then go through that loop to tie our knot and pull tight. Then I'm just going to sew this underneath some of the stitches like that, and then I'm just going to, since I don't like to just cut my yarn and throw it out, we can use it as stuffing, so I'm just going to wrap it up and shove it right in the middle there, right into our body, just like that. Okay, because we are going to be sewing or creating a piece to close this in a minute. So once I have these all sewn, so I'm just going to attach this next piece right next to it, all around this bottom part here. So again, grab my yarn needle and yarn my needle, hold this up here, and just going back and forth through the stitches, just like that. Okay, and then coming back through, and then fastening off. So we're just going to go through some stitches here, back around, pull tight, sew that through some of these stitches in the back, wrap around any excess, and then just put it into the body. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. Looks really funny. So now I'm just going to do that for the rest of my legs or arms here, and it should make it go all the way around this piece. And then once I'm finished sewing these to my body here, we are going to make a piece to close this area. Alright, so once all 8 are attached, I just put all their extra piece inside here, and then you can stuff the inside of this as much as you need to as well, so it looks like this then. And now we want to make a piece to cover this, so let us make that piece, but before we sew that piece on, we have to put the eyes on, but I'm just going to set this aside right now, make that piece. So we're going to put the short end over our long end, fold that down and pull that through, and then we are going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and we're basically just repeating rounds 1 through 4 of the body, making 24 stitches around. So in the second chain from the hook, we are going to put 6 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and then insert the stitch marker if you need to. Working in the back loops only, we are going to put 2 single crochet in each stitch around for a total of 12 single crochet on round 2, and then I'll meet you up and we'll go on to round 3 together. Alright, so I have 12 single crochet around for round 2. I'm going to move my stitch marker up, and going on to round 3, we are going to put 2 single crochet in the first stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and then repeat that around. So put 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Okay, so that's basically just repeating round 3 of the body. So 2 in the next, 1 in the next, 2 in the next, and 1 in the next. 2 single crochet in the next, and 1 in the next. So you'll have 18 single crochet, like I said, at the end of this round. And then going on to round 4, our last increase round, we are going to move our stitch marker up, and we are going to put 2 single crochet in the first stitch, so 1 and 2, and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Okay, so then just repeat that. So 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. 2 single crochet in the next, and 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. 2 in the next, and 1 in the next 2 stitches. Okay, and I have 2 more of those to do, so 2 in the next, and 1 in the next 2, and then 2 in the next, and 1 in the last 2 stitches. At this point we can fasten off, so just go into the next stitch. You can go under both loops at this point, yarn over, pull through, and then to fasten off I chain up 1. We're going to cut our yarn long because we're going to use that for sewing, and just pull that all the way through and pull tight, remove our stitch marker, and now we can bring our octopus back. So this is what our octopus looks like, but now you want to see this is the back of our octopus, so we're going to look at it on the front here, or you can make whichever side you want your front to be. Here, I think I want this part to be the front. And then we want to put the eyes on. So what I did was I cut some felt. Okay, I just had this piece of felt here, and I put my button right on the felt like this, and I just cut a little circle right here. So I just cut a circle that was just a little bit larger than my button. Okay, so you can do that for both buttons, for both eyes, or you can, crochet eyes, or you just use buttons, or use safety eyes for your eyes. But I just put felt, and then I'm putting my button, and I'm going to position the eyes under here. Okay, so we're going to put it right really low, right about here. Okay, and what we want to do is grab our yarn and our needle. Okay, and we're going to go in from the inside. That's why we left this open. Okay, so we're going in from underneath here, in from the inside. Poke this through, poke it through your felt, and then poke it through your button. Okay, and then pull that through if you can. I might need a smaller needle here. Yep, I think I need a smaller needle, or if you have your pliers. Dad's coming to the rescue. Thank you. There we go. So you just pull that through, position it right onto the felt, and then go back through. Okay. And then go back down underneath. And I'm going to use my pliers. Because my needle is a little large. Okay, and you just want to position your eye like so. Oh man, and I got this through here. So obviously you don't want to get through your stitches. And I'm all tangled. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me grab my needle and hide that. And then we can tie a knot. Okay, so it's completely inside of this body here. You know, you could actually take out the stuffing and stuff, and tie this eyeball on before you stuff your piece. Yes, that's probably a better way to do it. Just shove in your pieces there, just like that. Okay, I'll show you one more time, because I have one more eye. You want to position this piece right next to it. Okay, grab your yarn. Okay, go in from the inside. Through the felt. Okay, and then through the button. Okay. Pull that through. Obviously you're going to need a needle that actually fits through your button, but I don't have it handy right now. So I'm just using my pliers, or my dad's pliers, to get it through there, through the buttonhole. So then go back through. And inside. And pull. Then position that. Then cut your yarn. And then tie your knots. Okay, and then put that back in there. Okay, and I think that this is actually a little large, so I'm just going to cut my felt a little bit more. Okay, carefully so I don't cut my yarn. There we go. Those are my eyeballs there. Okay, so now we can close up this bottom, finally. So take your piece that you made to cover this, put it right there over that piece, get your yarn needle, and yarn your needle with this straggler here. And now we can close up the bottom of our octopus. And all you just want to do is just go through kind of like a back and forth kind of thing. Just around this piece. Nobody's really going to see this bottom part, but just to make sure that it's closed and everything. Going like that. Make sure everything is hidden inside. All stragglers are in there. Okay, then once you come back around, we can tie off, so just go around a few stitches, pull up that loop, go back around, and pull tight. Then insert this back into the body, and I just like to go through the whole body, cut any extra, stretch this out so that's hidden, and there you have it. Our octopus is finished. It looks so funny. So now, since there's pipe cleaners on the inside of here, insides of our tentacles here, you can spin these around and twist them and make them all funky looking. Twist them any which way you'd like. Just like that. So they're crazy. And there you have it. Our octopus is complete. You might have to position him a little bit, manipulate him. Oh my gosh, it looks so funny. So thank you so much for watching and learning how to make this adorable octopus. And make sure to check out those links in the description of this video. I'll have a link to the blog where you can get the pattern for this octopus. You can also check out the link to my Facebook. If you make this octopus, share your photos on Facebook. I would absolutely love to see your pictures. This is so much fun to make. I'd love to see the color combinations that you come up with. Also, check out the link to the Instagram. If you post a photo on Instagram, be sure to hashtag YARNutopia. Also, follow me on Instagram so I can follow you back. And also, like all my photos on Instagram. This is so funny and adorable. So I do want to thank my dad, Fuad Azmat, for taking the time out to make this video with us, and for the pliers. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. Happy hooking!